Hi everyone, you're with Journey Now. I'm Amber. Today's video is going to be a transmission for alignment for specifically physical body, emotional body, and spiritual, energetic body, all kind of wrapped up in one, but really right now paying attention to that physical body alignment, balance, attunement, kind of a whole or a I want to say, so if we're looking at the way that we draw in energy, the way we hold that energy, I want to say we're pulling in or we're connecting to or realigning to energy. I'm going to say pockets, and this is just like a little example that they're giving me. I want to say pockets. They're going to say pools. They're going to say accumulation, center, just a physical or energetic mass. So when we're talking, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit off topic here. When we're talking about words, and this is where light language really kind of comes into play. When we're talking words, that vocabulary, every word that you say has its own physical makeup, that energetic frequency that it holds. And you can use different words to sum up the same idea. For example, like the pocket, the accumulation, the pool of energy. We're all talking about that one same individual thing that we're trying to express, but each word that we're using to define it holds its own frequency, which is slightly different than the others. So when we're speaking with light language, that takes us away from that kind of categorization, that word element we're labeling these frequencies, and we're defining that source of energy in a little bit of a different way. When we're using the light language, we are nailing that exact frequency that holds that energetic makeup in the exact perfect way that is going to serve us best in our now moment. So getting back to the physical body alignment or connection or attunement, right now around the world, people are falling ill with all types of different physical ailments. You know, we've got headaches, neck aches, back aches, colds, flus, the virus, emotional trauma, depression, anxiety, arthritis, blood sugar level fluctuations, dizziness, fatigue, just to name a few. So much of that going on right now that people are trying to deal with and kind of function with these ailments. And that has a lot to do with where we are right now on the planet, bringing in such powerful waves of energies as Gaia, as the planets, as us as a collective are growing, expanding, evolving, shifting, and going on our ascension journey. So as we're doing this, and how they are kind of representing that to me is if we picture ourselves as a collective or as a unit, and we're using the comparison of we're a popcorn kernel. So we put this big bowl of popcorn kernels into the microwave, and then we're just gonna crank up the energies and just suck that energy into this bowl of popcorn kernels. And we're turning it up, and it's gonna get hotter and hotter as we pull in higher amounts of energies, new frequency waves, and eventually those popcorn kernels are going to start to vibrate and bounce around until finally an explosion occurs. And that's kind of what we're doing right now, is energies are coming from all over, from above, around, inside, from underneath us, and we're just like magnets attracting these energies. But if we're not taking the time to focus on pulling specific energies, or the energies that we're trying to bring into ourselves or hold on to, as we are choosing our purpose, our identity, our authentic selves, we're getting that scattering, and it can represent itself in different symptomatic issues that physically, like I said, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. So we really want to rebalance, realign our energetic structures so that we have a stronger base, so that we are more focused and more able to kind of tread these waters without our boat kind of teeter-tottering. They're showing me the boat when you first step into the canoe or whatever and you're rocking. We want to center and balance so that we can navigate in a much more comfortable fashion. So I'm going to be bringing through, with this beautiful light language transmission, the specific energies that we need to really bring more of that balance back into ourselves, so that we have just a much easier path ahead of us in being able to focus and just get ourselves back on track to our highest and best potential. So everybody, breathing with me and finding that wonderful golden, white, green heart space. Deep breath in and out, and allowing to receive. Mahari nuku urini iri arianakuria arianakai ai brunuri kiri maniatukuri manianakuri area marinuku Marianata aye Arianu uri mianiantu Arini kari miantu uri niaharatea niniantuku mianariatu Mianianiatuku kari maharia nataria se uku uri miantiokuri miantuakuri niaka ari iaka ari anianturi mianianturi ariata ariaturia maharia enia Sikuri nianta mari hari iniantu uria ustari mariatuku ari eanta a eakakuri niantari miantiaturia mariate miantu mari mikiria materia mate eria nu uri e keria tu i kiri Maria elaria tu i kiria nahari e ki kerio tu ahari niariantu u priata ari biariatu parine nahari i kiria area tu uku kuria niantiaria tu parinearia nakatari ukari iria turi Maria a keria u ari titiri miantu and they're assuring me that those that are experiencing the specifically the back, the pain in the neck up here, the migraines, the aching or throbbing of the ears in that glandular area, and also the near the root chakra, the lower back pains specifically, are going to notice quite a release from this transmission. And remembering over the next few days, as we level, as we process these downloads, these energetic waves, there will be, there may or may not be a physical discomfort to that, which should dissipate in a few days. It's more of a physical, spiritual, energetic, emotional detox. And that's what's happening, as we're kind of detoxing all of the energy frequency that we're not wanting to hold on to right now, as we realign to the higher elemental frequencies that we are pulling into ourselves with this transaction. And lots of water, lots of rest, and just an understanding of yourself as a physical being, knowing in your heart that it's okay to feel maybe a little bit lower at points as we experience and change and grow. That's natural. There's always going to be ups and downs as we fluctuate, but really working towards holding a space where we have the higher frequencies and the ability to hold those and remain in those more comfortable places of positivity for longer periods, where it becomes natural. And they remind me of as a newborn being, not having the understanding or the ability to walk, learning how to take those first steps. And it's a natural progression of understanding and experience and learning and development. But now, as grown adults, we don't even remember the time of not being able to put one foot in front of the other. Now it is so natural that we barely even notice when we are doing it at all. And that's exactly the same as we reawaken, as we remember our true nature, what we are as a glorious being, holding a space where it is becoming more of a second nature. And they say with practice, as with anything, practice creates ability. So you have the awareness, the mental ability to say, this is what I want, this is what I'm striving to become, to be, to transform, or as we look at it as just returning to our authentic nature. We're going to practice what we know within our hearts or resonate with is going to allow us to be that. And the more we practice, the more we just fall into a pattern of that being our natural place. And it becomes easier and easier and easier the more we do, the more we become, the more we just fall into alignment with who we naturally are. So finishing off this activation for alignment, balance, attunement to source. Physically, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually as one. Miantari iki ria 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 uria uria niantari keri keri miantu arini a urini akari pari prari dukuri arianate arianate. And they say, rest easy, beings of light, beings of love, beings of one. Namaste. Till next time, love you all. Bye.